Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Ever17, episode 11. I am 95% sure of. And, before we get started, I would like to thank a gentleman by the name of, Daniel Dawson. I looked your name up right before I started this. He's going to give me a bit of feedback on the game. He's got a channel, that shows you how to, pronounce the German in this game, which I hadn't even thought of. It's a Japanese-based game. I hadn't even thought of the German in it. So you might want to check that out. I'm going to butcher any language that's in this, unfortunately. But maybe the butchering will be a little less severe. A little less. There was something else and I forgot, as I always do. Yes, that's how I always do it. Alright, well, I'll maybe remember in the next 30 minutes. Go ahead and take bets now on if I do. If I do remember. Alright, last episode, Takashi was going around talking to everybody. Ran into Coco in the infirmary. She was talking to somebody, we think. Maybe, hopefully the dog. Who knows? Then everybody had to convince them, yeah, you can't, we have to wait for help. We can't swim up. You know. He's like, yeah, I can swim mattresses. Yeah, if you didn't watch the last one, you're confused. And then they were playing with the dog and everybody, and there was a loud noise. And now we resume right then. What's that?
今の揺れ、下から来てる。
Oh yeah, the other thing. I remember now. Same gentleman, Mr. Dawson, also pointed out there's a typo fix patch. That's what you have to look up in Google. That corrects some of the weird, awkward text in it. So yeah, that was the other thing. I installed that, so maybe it'll be a little bit better. I remembered. It didn't take y'all very long to switch money if y'all anybody betted on it.
下のフロアで何かあったのかな？ちょっと調べてみます。
Saying that, Sora held her hands out in front of her. That didn't sound good either. Just then a strong lateral vibration jolted the floor. The holographic window that Sora had just conjured vanished.
大丈夫です。モニター回復。フロアスキャン開始。ドリットストック第6区画、資材置き場付近から浸水中。
It's flooding. I didn't see any signs of that when I made the rounds. Boom, boom, boom. I don't hear the sound effect for that, so. The sound of metal giving way accompanied the massive shaking. Scenes from old movies of luxury liners being swallowed by the ocean flashed across my mind.
区画連結部に破損。浸水箇所、複数の区画に拡大していきます。ねえ、どこかに捕まっておいた方がいいんじゃない？
Seemed like a smart move to do.
そうね。みんな何かに捕まって体を固定して。
I'd recommend not grabbing onto another person because that person will probably be as unstable as you. Okay. I reached out for a support pillar nearby. Coco crouched down as she squeezed Pee-Pee tightly. Everyone held their breath. Okay, I did actually hear the sound effect there, I think. Okay, yeah. Sound effects. Loud sound effect. Screen shaking. A huge shockwave rocked us. The whole floor, or rather the whole of LeMU, shook. I thought I would be thrown into the ceiling one second or pulverized into the floor the next. souvenir shop in front of me trembled. The display of dishes in the shop fell to the floor and shattered. The pile of empty cans clattered and gave way. A stuffed animal made a beeping noise as it fell on its stomach. Sure, he's taking a lot of details in what he thinks what I would think would possibly be my last moment. I guess Takashi just don't get the. I guess he's not one of them to have the light flashing before his eyes still. We all steadied ourselves against the shaking. All we could do was endure it. No one said anything. We could hear the squill of steel twisting. Finally, the sound seemed to get further away. The vibrations also gradually subsided. Sora announced that the second wave of flooding had finished. Still wary, we headed downstairs. We carefully moved forward down the wet and slippery stairs. With every step, the scent of seawater seemed to grow stronger. We arrived at Dritte Stop, basement floor 3. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I think that... Yeah, he was saying no silent E's, so... Dritte, yeah. Should be right. The water level in the corridor reached around my shin. It must have been around 6 inches deep.
完全には排水できないの？できないようです。大きな浸水箇所は隔壁で遮断したのですが、細かいダクトなどを通して今もこの区画に少しずつ水が流れ込み続けています。排水ポンプはフル稼働していますが、現在の状態より水位を下げるにはおそらく
The big hole will have to be plugged. Is that what you're gonna say?
でも浸水元の区画には隔壁が降りてしまってるから、ここから修理に行くこともできない。ええ、そうです。
We entered the central control room. Sora checked the damage via the LeMU console.
それにしても本当に申し訳ありませんでした。二次浸水の危険が迫っていたというのに、皆さんに前もってお伝えできていなかったなんて。
Okay. As she manipulated the keys, Sora bowed her head, looking deeply apologetic. Sounds like she actually knew that it was going to happen. Why did she not? Did she not want to interrupt the staring contest or something? Yeah, you know, you should have spoke up. You know, that's what it sounds like. No, she failed to notice and warn us. Okay. Yeah, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, Sora. We may have even overlooked the cause of this when we were checking around a little bit ago. We're all in this together. We're all in this crappy situation together.
いいえ、そんなことはありません。
Sora answered this without looking away from the monitor.
私の計算と予測がいい加減だったんです。だから。
Don't you go trying to blame yourself for this. Everyone is fine, so let's just consider ourselves lucky. With her head bowed in silence, Sora kept working. Finally, her hand stopped tapping the keyboard. Sora turned and stood up.
状況が分かりました。これから表示します。皆さんどうか驚いたり気を落としたりしないでくださいね。
Oh, great. She really knows how to begin these speeches. Well, I guess saying that keeps you from being shocked. I have the feeling this is going to be bad news, and we should get our hopes down.
そら、そんな風に言われると逆に身構えちゃうよ。
Thanks you.
あ、すみません。まあ、めったなことじゃ驚かない自信があるけどね。
Okay.
そうですか。それでは。
I thought everyone was probably numbed by what we had experienced so far.
先ほどの第二次浸水についてですが、簡単に原因を申し上げますと、一度目の浸水の時に被害を免れたいくつかの区画は、強制換気により急激に減圧された状態で水没した区画から隔離されました。しかし、水没区画が内部の水の重さに耐えきれず傾き、隣接した区画とのジョイントに亀裂が生じました。管内外の圧力差により、小さな亀裂からスポイトのように周囲の海水が吸い込まれたために、それまで健在だった多くの区画も短時間で一気に浸水したのです。これが現在のドリップストックの状況です。
Looks like a lot of it is underwater, inaccessible, that sort of deal.
明滅している箇所がこの中央制御室です。そして、
Oh, okay, right there.
こちらがツバイトシュトックの状況です。
Jouette stuff. Half of it. You serious?
レミューの約半分は水の中ってわけね。ドリットには水没していない区画が3カ所あります。このマップの中心に表示されているのが私たちのいる第8区画です。
あれ、地図には大まかに2つに分かれた場所が示されてるみたいだけど、もう一つの区画は？
The third is it? Yeah, you would think it kind of connects to that one.
実はシステムの不備のせいで詳細なマップ表示ができていませんが、この第8区画の対角線上にある第4区画の一部も健在なのです。しかし、
そこに行くことはできないの？
はい、不可能です。
どうして
？2つの区画を結んでいる通路がすべて水没してしまったからです。距離にしておよそ100メートル。
It would be crazy if something important happened to be there that they had to find a way to get there. I can't remember absolutely for sure if that comes up later.
無呼吸状態で100メートル泳ぎ続けるような能力をお持ちになっている方はこの中にはいらっしゃらないでしょう？
Besides, that normally is I mean, that's whenever somebody specifically goes out of their way of saying something is inaccessible in a movie, book, any sort of fiction. It normally means that you're gonna have, somebody's gonna have to get there,
故に不可能なのです。それに、もしも仮に第4区画まで行けたとしても、事態が好転するようなことはないと思われます。第4区画もここと同じなのです。浮島へ登るための非常階段は全て完全浸水しています。つまり行っても無駄ってことね。そういうことです。
だったらしょうがないか。
第4区画のことはこの際忘れてしまった方がいいわね。
Forget about it. Forget about it. We'll just have to sit here quietly and wait for help to come. Sounds like a plan. Well, I guess we can take it easy for now. I'll be, back here watching TV for, well, I don't know how long. Until this whole situation just blows over or I die. One or the other. I left the room and hit the food stand, snagging some cola for everyone. But there are TVs in LeMU. Probably not. They wouldn't. It'd be crazy if the cable's connecting like the cable and everything. You get like cable television there, but the actual communication lines are down. That'd be weird. I guess it might be possible though. I mean, though the power's coming from somewhere else though, so probably not. Besides, it's 2017 and early 2000s standards. It's probably like some sort of crazy high-tech satellite thing or something. Well, who knows what they're saying. Alright, cola time. I'm gonna toss everybody one. Ready? Oops, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One short.
私はいらないです。
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll go get one more. You can have mine.
いえ、結構です。私喉乾いていませんし、コーラは苦手なんです。
Cora smiled. Well, in that case, I tossed out a cola to everyone in order. You, Sugumi, and the kid all took one. But then the kid started shaking his can. Stupid! What do you think you're doing? What is he doing? If you do that, it's going to explode everywhere.
そうなの？危険なの？
That's something to forget. That you don't need to shake cans of soda. There's also a joke about shaking cans that I'm not going to touch. I'm just going to point it out that the joke is possible to make. Did you forget that cola is carbonated?
ごめん。
He forgot his name. I guess that's something you could forget pretty easily. If you can forget your name. Jeez, I'll give you mine. Here. I switched cans with him. This time the kid slowly lifted the tab without shaking the can. The cola erupted powerfully. The rest of us hurriedly jumped to get out of the way. The kid got a blast of cola in the face. Hey, you alright? Just so you know, that wasn't my doing.
コーラ、甘いね、これ。
ああ、もう気をつけないと。
You said as if she were at her wit's end.
その間、レミューの特殊ガスの気圧に合わせて6気圧で封入してあるんだから。缶飲料の持ち込み、持ち帰りは現金ですって入場するときに聞かなかったの？
Yeah, I probably would have been listening if I hadn't been hearing a joke. Probably. I think that's probably what she was talking about. Whoa, I didn't know that. I must have missed it. It was true. Normally the inside of LeMU complex was maintained at 6 atmospheres using a mixture of gases. Now that the floor had become 1 atmosphere, the gas in the can was still highly pressurized, and the gap in pressure with the atmosphere made them burst when opened. So LeMU went through that much trouble to sell soda? Fascinating. They actually produced the stuff at 6 atmospheres? Is that what they're saying? Or made with special gas. That's still a lot of effort, though, just to sell some soda at your underwater amusement park. Yeah. What other type of stuff did they have to figure out to be able to perform? Maybe stuff. Food preparation have to be that much different? Possibly, I don't know. Oh, well, moving on. The kid wiped his face with a nearby towel. Hey kid, no one would expect you to know that. I didn't know that. You gotta tell Mr. Amnesia here these things.
Hey, hey, いい子気をつけます。
Huh? Coco, what's wrong? Coco was embracing Pee-Pee and looked downcast. Thinking about it, I realized that Coco hadn't said anything for a while. And that's probably a sign that something's wrong. It didn't seem like her. Hey, aren't you gonna drink a cola? You're specially prepared, probably $20 went into the preparation of this cola. I held out a can of cola in front of Coco. It's a little warm, but it's the best I can do. Coco mumbled this.
ここちょっとね、調子良くないんだ。さっきからずっと考えてるんだけど、いい子メッチョがなかなか思いつかなくて。
Jokes? That does seem like a pretty high priority thing right now. Right after the flooding amusement park that we're very likely going to die on. So yeah, jokes very high up on the priority list. I peered down at Coco. She didn't look too good. She was sweating and having a hard time breathing. I remember that there is something else wrong with her, so don't. I just liked that was the first thing that she pointed out. That was the thing that was wrong with her. Hey, you don't look very good. You came rushing over to Coco, pushed me out of the way, and put her hands on the girl's shoulder.
Coco, 頭痛くない？少し痛い。クラクラする。で、ブラブラ動かしたら痛い？ちょっとだけ。
It looked like it hurt more than a little.
フロアの急激な減圧による減圧症の疑いがあります。そうね。
Pee-Pee was looking up at Coco worriedly.
スバイトの救護室に行こう。クラネリ、おんぶ。
Huh?
おんぶ、早くおんぶしてよ。
Alright. Jeez.
ココをおぶるのよ。
Okay, I got it. Oh, yeah, I got it. You don't have to scream in my ear. We were rushing up to Zuete's dock, some 56 feet above us. Coco held onto my back from behind. You and Tsugumi supported her from the side. Sora led the way and the kid brought up the rear. We emerged at the second floor emergency corridor. Hey, are you sure we shouldn't take a normal corridor?
ここをそのまま進んでください。近道になっています。
The emergency corridor was directly connected to the lift below the infirmary. We made it. Let's get her up there.
いえ、クラナリさん。そのままそこにある部屋に入ってください。医療用の過減圧室、再圧チャンバーです。ここで減圧症の治療が行います。ココをそこに寝かせてあげて。
Alright. Coco lay on the bed. The kid and Tsugumi watched all of this from beside me. So, you what are you going to do in this tiny room? Isn't it a little cramped for examining her? The space was so small that with everyone in there, we could hardly move.
私は何もしないよ。
What are you talking about?
ココにはしばらくこの部屋でおとなしくしててもらうの。
Tilted my head, confused.
高圧酸素療法です。ご説明しましょう。減圧症は周囲に急激な気圧変化が起こった際に体内に排出できないガスが溜まってしまうために起こるのです。ガスは気泡となって筋組織や静脈中などにとどまります。ガスが体内に多く残っていると酸素呼吸効率が著しく低下します。
So, no matter how many deep breaths you take, it feels like you are suffocating.
はい。また血液中に溶けた窒素が気化すると血栓を作ってしまうことがあります。血流を塞いでしまい危険です。そこでこの部屋を密閉して高濃度の酸素を注入。一旦約3気圧までゆっくりと加圧し、その後ゆっくりと減圧し、再び1気圧に戻します。圧力差を利用して体内の気泡を再び血液中に溶け込ませ、呼吸によって自然に排出できるようにするわけです。
So basically, you make it like a canicola that won't blow up.
ええ、その通りです。
Okay, I got it. Thanks a lot, Miss Exposition. I think that's Sora's role for the most part so far. I lifted my hand. Gosh, that dash up the stairs sure wore me out. I heaved a breath.
あ、倉成さん、苦しくないですか？
Uh-oh. Me? My muscles feel kind of sore and I'm a bit sluggish, but
ねえ、倉成も部屋に入った方がいいんじゃない？軽い減圧症はすぐに自覚症状が現れるわけじゃないの。一晩二晩経ってから痛み出すこともあるのよ。
after you figure out you're in trouble, it's too late?
ええ、症状が長引くかもね。そうですね。念のためですが皆さん全員この部屋に入っていただきます。
The decompression process took place over several hours. Coco lay on the only bed. The kid, you, Pee-Pee, and I sat next to her. It was cramped. We were like sardines in a can. There was nowhere to move. They've used that analogy before, haven't they? At least once, I think. I wonder what time it was. I took out my PDA and checked. 11:54 p.m. I was sleepy. Coco was sleeping and her breathing was relaxed. It looked like she was doing better. It didn't look like you or the kid were sleeping, but they sat quietly with their eyes closed. Pee-Pee had crawled up under the bed. Sora had sealed the hatch from outside and it was adjusting the pressure as necessary. Sora, what about you? Don't you need to be treated? Before the process had started, I had asked Sora this.
ええ、私は体が慣れてますから。ああ、それと皆さん、再圧の時には耳の音声変換器を一旦外してください。それは鼓膜を気圧差から保護する役割がありますが、再圧中は邪魔になってしまいますから。
I removed the earphones that I had become completely used to and held them in my hand. Sora still stood just outside the hatch window. Tsugumi wasn't inside or visible outside the room. She had left just before the pressurization process had started. Okay. What are we going to wonder about? Where did Tsugumi go, or when was Sora going to sleep? Guess we will figure that out next time. Yeah, it's been almost 30 minutes, so that's the end of this episode. We're going to figure out... Yeah, I can save it here, right? Yeah. Good deal. So, I've about decided, when I started doing, videos on YouTube, I was thinking mostly focusing on Minecraft. But I think I'm going to, start trying to do an episode of this every day, especially since I have been recently informed that it's going to take 4 playthroughs to get the real ending. We'd like to have this, done within a year. So, yeah, I'm going to, try to do about an episode a, day. So if you actually enjoy this, then yay for you. um, I'm definitely enjoying this. I enjoyed it before. I just kind of quit playing it before I could finish up the second time. Hoping this don't happen again. I doubt it will. Uh, but yeah. So that's it. I'll see you in the next episode, where we decide what the crap we're going to do next while we don't do anything, weirdly enough. Farewell.